Hey Taurus, welcome to your February 2023 general reading. I realize we're about mid-month, so hopefully better late than never. This is for the zodiac sign of Taurus. It can be your rising sign, your sun sign, your moon sign, and of course if we get any love messages, then it might resonate with your Venus as well. Could be talking about someone else in your energy. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. If you're cross-watching, welcome. Okay, so for some of you, I'm getting a really domestic situation where there's like, I'm getting a single parent energy of like trying to balance work and home life, maybe feeling like you're doing everything yourself. Like, how do I provide, and do the things necessary to take care of my family, take care of my home, and like still get ahead? Like maybe some of you are new parents and you're realizing like how expensive it is to have children. Some of you might be newly single parents. Maybe some of you are expecting children and worried about how you're going to be able to afford that for some of you. But it's definitely causing a lot of stress in your environment. Some of you feel off balance. Just take it how it resonates. At any situation that you could be in. Maybe you've just gotten in a relationship that involves children. Maybe you're feeling a financial burden, something having to do with your children, wanting to, help them in some way, or something's happened, maybe even health-wise, that's put kind of a burden on that. But there's an enormous amount of pressure to kind of balance out how you can be, either successful on the domestic scene and in a career, or, balance out how to, like I said, provide for your children and still sort of do the fun things that you want to do at the same time. Oops. Maybe some of you are just trying to make a life decision about like, do I want children or do I want a career? Yeah, some of you are just trying to figure out how to move your life forward in a way that makes sense. Like, what is my truth? Like, what is my like destiny, so to speak? Like, some of you are really trying to figure out how to gain control over your future. Some of you are doing a lot of like truth seeking about how to manifest the kind of future that you want to manifest here. Some of you have a person in your life. This could be coming off the heels of some sort of upheaval in a relationship. It could be with a boss. It could have to do with work, some sort of upheaval in your career with, an authority figure. So someone who's the boss over you. And it might have you just like looking for new opportunities for like, looking to distant horizons, like looking to, looking for, I think I already said that, other opportunities. But some of you feel like you don't have the answers. Some of you either feel like you do have the answers, and the truth is that you actually don't. Like, what you know and what you feel and what you intuit, might not be all that there is. And you might be being a little bit too stubborn, like a little bit too narrow-minded about where you're going. It could be stopping some of you. Some of you could just be experiencing a lot of fear that, you can't get where you want to go. And if you are, it's because you're being a little narrow-minded about it. You're being maybe a little bit stubborn about like not being able to look beyond what you know or what you feel is the right path. But there's definitely an element of seeking the truth, of wanting more answers, of wanting to have the correct answers, of wanting to be like solid and firm in, you know, in your truth and what you know, so that you can manifest, you know, or have control or have power over your destiny in some way. There's definitely a masculine energy here. It's fire sign energy. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, that, you know, is either influencing your fear in some way, or as a result of something that happened with this person, you've experienced some sort of upheaval that's having to have you look in a different direction. For some of you, you might, you know, even be like needing to, you know, leave a situation in some way to look for another opportunity, but you're stuck. You know, you're stuck in either making a decision, or like I said, some of you are limited by your own, you know, ways of thinking about something. Let me get a different deck here. Trying to clarify this situation a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, so you have a King of Wands energy here again. You literally have this same person here twice. We've got another ace here. You've got another masculine energy. 3 masculine energies here. You got a fire sign masculine and an air sign masculine. Some of you may be involved with a couple people. So if I'm speaking to a feminine, you may be, you may literally have involved yourself in some sort of love triangle between 2 people here. Somebody that you might feel stuck with and perhaps don't want to be. So if we're talking about the fire sign energy, some of you, this is this energy that you feel like there either needs to be an upheaval or there has been. There's been a situation that's completely dismantled and disintegrated. You know, like I said, is having you look towards something else, or you want this to dismantle and disintegrate so that you can move in another direction and you don't know how to get there. But whatever's surrounding this fire sign energy, it's a feeling of being stuck, of being trapped. You don't have that card out here this time, but I want to say in a reading I started for you, and apologize I couldn't finish it because I was interrupted. That was a theme that came out originally when I started this reading, was like an entrapped sort of feeling. You do have, you know, excessive pressure going on somewhere here, but somebody feels, you know, you either feel stuck because of this masculine energy, or, you know, or I mean, they feel stuck. But I'm feeling more like if you're involved with 2 people here, there's somebody that you feel stuck with and somebody that you want to go towards, that you have a passionate new beginning. You want to have some sort of, you know, passionate beginning with this. Looks like an air sign. And there's a lot of pain involved in this. I mean, for me, the 3 of Swords is the love triangle card. I know that's not the case for everybody, but I tend to look at it that way. But again, I just see you not really being able to have a plan, or have the plan that you want to have, or make moves towards, you know, in the direction that you want to move towards. It's you know, you feel really stalled somewhere. Some of you do. Could be that some of you are just with somebody that doesn't make you feel as passionate as somebody that you were with in the past. Yeah, for some of you, you just don't know how to end whatever situation that you're in. You don't know how to end it. You don't know how to communicate about it. For some of you feel inferior in some ways to this person that you have a lot of passion for. Take it how it resonates. I'm like implying that it's you that's like this, like I said, however this fits in your situation. There's somebody here feels inferior to somebody that they have a lot of passion for. And you might do like a lot of spying or checking up on this person. It looks like a feminine energy that does that, but take it how it resonates. Like I said, whoever I'm speaking to clearly wants to end some sort of situation that they're in. They want to transform it in some way. Somebody wants their luck to change. They want to have control over their future. They want to move things in a in an abundant direction, in a in a positive direction, for lack of a better word. They want to have, the truth. They want to have the confidence, the strength to have this sort of control over their manifestations. But there's either somebody here that you need to end things with, and it's going to be a huge disaster, a huge upheaval for this person, or that's already happened for some of you, and you just don't know which way to go at this point. But what I'm seeing with these cards down here is it's the direct result of another person. So like I said, if you're feminine watching this, there's somebody else that you would rather be with here, and you're kind of stuck with this other person. If you're masculine energy watching this, then yeah, maybe there's a third party situation here, that the person that you're with is involved with somebody else that they feel passionate about, but there's no moves being made like in the right direction. There's no transition happening. There's no, there's not a definitive like answer for how to end this or how to proceed forward in this. Like there's a lot of thinking about it. Maybe there's even a lot of talking about it. And maybe there's even some plans involved here, but there is just not really a lot of action. So let me see what else I can get for you guys. Yeah, like I said, somebody in this equation just really wants to, they really want a new start at something. That this is causing a huge burden for somebody. Somebody is super burdened about how to turn this into a positive situation, about how to make this a successful situation, about how to be victorious in this, how to take a risk in a relationship and get out of this. There's some sort of situation here makes somebody feel like they're never going to get ahead. They're never going to accomplish things. They're never going to move forward. They're never going to be successful. They're always going to be dependent on somebody in some way. And somebody here just wants to take action against that in a serious way. I mean, and if we look at this as like, this is what is going to happen. Yeah, this feeling of being burdened, of excessive pressure, which you have a theme of that here twice, it's going to take a leap of faith. It's going to take a leap of faith towards a new direction, towards whoever this person is that you want to be with. It might cause some heartache for a while. It might cause some hardship. The fear is real, but whoever this is, they're going to do it. Somebody's going to take some action here, because you have all these cards that are stagnant, not knowing how to take action, waiting for the right time, being stuck, being in a state of mourning, of loss, of heartache, of being sort of having a plan but not really taking action, of like this transitioning thing, of this sort of like I said, inferiority or not 100% as confident as you could be. Like, you have this Maiden of Blades here, but you're not entirely in this Queen of Blades, Queen of Swords energy. But the pressure is going to become too much, and whoever you are, you have a drive to succeed. You have a drive towards success, you have a drive towards happiness, and you need to take this risk. You're going to take this risk towards this relationship, or you're going to finally take this risk, take this leap of faith, and make a decision about what you need to do here. And it might suck for a little while. It might be really, really hard for a little while. You might be, if this is a situation where you're in a bad situation, a bad marriage, or you're living with somebody and your fear is, how do I take care of my children? How am I going to support myself? How am I going to have enough money? How can I find balance like this on my own? It might suck for a little while. You might literally feel like you just don't have enough to do it, but you have to stay positive, and you have to keep moving. Like, have the courage, have the strength to to make these moves, to be decisive, to take action, is what I really want to say here. Let's see if we can get, I don't usually follow this deck up with this one, but we grabbed it, so let's see here. Because I'm getting a very dynamic energy with all of this. Like, I'm getting this sort of urgency around it, but it's going to take decisive action on somebody's part here. And I apologize, Taurus. I'm trying not to drop these things on the floor, but yeah. You have an enormous amount of happiness that can be found. An enormous amount of happiness can be found if you can set out on your own. If you can make this journey on your own, if you can search for answers, if you can have confidence in your ability to be successful and abundant on your own, there's enormous happiness that's waiting for you there. For those of you that, like I said, are dealing with a situation where you're either having to make a decision about domestic life and work or career, or worrying about how you're going to make money to support your family, you don't have to worry about that. Some of you, if you're wanting to start your own business, if that's the struggle that you're having here, this is saying to go for it. For some of you, you just really need to understand that you are meant to be successful as your own boss. So if that's the message you're looking for, you have done the inner work, or you're doing the inner work. Your focus is in the right place. The outcome you're searching for is the goal is good, and you have the skills to take charge of your life. For those of you that this isn't about career, you have the skills necessary to take charge of your life, to be able to take care of yourself, to be able to support yourself here. Okay. Yeah, you've got the Fool again. So those of you needing confirmation, it's up to you to take a risk, take a leap of faith, go for it. You need to reject what doesn't serve you. You need to reject what doesn't belong to you. You need to stay focused on what you're trying to do, on what you want, and just, reject anything that isn't good for you. You've got a Page of Swords here again. So, like I said, and you've got a Two of Cups. So you've got a bunch of different themes going on here. Because you have a heavy focus on partnership, a heavy focus on significant other, on a romantic relationship, on a soulmate relationship. Those of you, like I said, needing to take a leap of faith towards that. Some of you feel really stuck where you're at. You want to, you feel passion in another direction. And there could be a fear of being rejected, and that's there, but it doesn't look like that's the outcome. There's an element here of needing to be fearless, of needing to be vigilant in your quest, rejecting outside information that's not good for you. People trying to take you down, people trying to, maybe steer you in a direction that is more beneficial to them than it is to you. But yeah, you have the skills here. You have the skills here to be independent. And maybe that's what some of you need to do first, is gain your independence in your life, whether you're, a parent or you've been in a partnership or a relationship for a long time. Some of you need to just gain your independence before you can move towards, whatever relationship goals you have here. So I think that's it, Taurus. Hopefully that was helpful for some of you. I really appreciate you watching. I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys in another video again soon. Thanks again. Bye.